Hello, everyone, and my name is Leila, your Student President Communication and Democracy, and you are welcome to the RGU Union Students By-Election 2021 Question Time. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. For the by-election this year, we have 13 candidates contesting for the three different roles available, which are part-time voluntary students union vice president sports, the part-time voluntary student union trustee roles, and part-time voluntary postgraduate student representative. That's for the academic council role. So for this question and answer section today, we are joined by some of our candidates, and we will start by giving each and every one of our candidates 2 minutes to introduce themselves, outline their key manifesto priorities, and explain to you why you should vote for them. After this introduction will come the question section, and each candidate will have 1 minute each to answer their questions. We're currently live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and the Union website. So please, if at any point during this conversation with our candidates you have a question or you have a comment for any of them, please post them in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to get them asked on your behalf. And again, too, before we get started as well, considering that we are joined by some of our candidates, please make sure to visit the elections page on the Union website. That is rgunion.co.uk/election to see details about all of our candidates in this election and their manifestos so that you can make an informed decision on who you are voting for. At the moment, voting has started and will continue until 2 p.m. tomorrow, Friday, November 19th. And that's when we'll also be announcing the election results as well. So we will begin now, and it's time to meet our candidates. For the vice president spot role, picking our candidates based on the alphabetical order of their first names. We have contesting for this role Irene, Joel, and Mohammed Osman. But Irene is not here at the moment. Please check out our website to see her manifesto as well. So we have Joel and Mohammed Osman with us. And we will start by giving Mohammed and Joel 2 minutes each to outline their manifesto and explain to you why you should vote for them. So we begin. Joel, you're first. In 2 minutes, please outline your manifesto and explain to students why they should vote for you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, Leila. Thanks for the opportunity to be here. It's a privilege that comes once in a lifetime. I'm Joel Adebanjo. I'm studying LLM Oil, Gas, and Renewable Energy in the law school. First of all, I've been a sportsman all my life since I was young, and I play football, table tennis, more a little bit of lawn tennis and everything. Uh, I've been in much more competition from my undergraduate days, from my secondary school days, from my preschool. I've represented my university in the highest competition ever in Nigeria. That's the whole Nigerian university sports and everything. Well, that aside, I've also been in the administration of sports, not once, not twice, not three times, more than four, 5 times, and so. And God willing, we've been successful in everything we've been doing and everything. Yeah, come to LGU. I see LGU as a university filled up with talents and everything. I wake up in the morning, I come for classes Monday to Thursday, and look around. I see blacks, I see whites, I see various ethnics, various compatriots and everything. And I feel like there are talents everywhere, there are dreams everywhere, there are aspirations everywhere. Educational talents, sporting talents, so many talents everywhere. How can we harness this? What can be done? Can we look at the next World Cup? I'm like, someone will come up and be like, oh, I went to RGU. I was discovered when I was playing football at the 2021 2022 competition in Scotland or in Aberdeen. How will it be when someone is seen in the next Golf Open in Glasgow? Like I was discovered when I was playing golf in RGU's competition between RGU and Uni Aberdeen,
You
or
have less
between
than five
RGU and
minutes,
University of
5 seconds.
Inverness, or between RGU
So
and University
thank you
of
so much,
Inverness.
Joel. Thank you so much, Joel. Your 2 minutes is up.
So yeah,
And along the line, then when it gets
it's a
to
good.
I would want to add that when it gets to like, let's say 10 seconds left of your time, I would give you a prompt, 10 seconds left, so that you are aware.
Oh, that's
Thank
all.
you so much.
That's
Thank
all.
you. So, Mohammed Osman, you are next. In 2 minutes, please outline your manifesto and explain why you believe students should vote for you. You're on mute, sorry.
Right? Hello, everyone.
Can hear you, yeah.
Yeah. My name is Mohammad Usman Ali Khan. I'm from India and I'm pursuing Masters in Energy Management in RGU. And why I stood for this post as a vice president of sports is because I have been into many co-curricular activities since my childhood. Like if you come to my manifesto and if you read, I have jotted down few of my achievements, which you could see from my school days and until now. Uh, I am actually a sports person. You know, you cannot tell a game which I cannot play. Like I have certificates, I have gold medals from my schools, from my universities, for skating, football, volleyball, basketball, table tennis, and badminton. There are many sports, and I have also been in organizing committees. I have already founded many football clubs and sports club and events club. I have an experience in event organizing and all. So I don't. I think I have a lot of experience for this post, and I can help and give good efforts to develop the RGU sports in our university and bring out the best from what I can. And apart from that, I think 2 minutes is very less for speaking with all these people. And when I will be the vice president of sport, I believe I'll have a lot of interactions with the
10
students.
seconds
And
left.
yeah, so at last, I would say just go and read the manifesto so that you can decide who should win. So may the deserving win. Make it
Thank you
count.
so much. Thank you so much, Mohammed. So
Yeah,
we will now go over to the questions for our candidates. For
sure.
everyone watching us, please remember you can drop any question or comment you have for any of our candidates, and I can put it to them as well. So first question will go to Joel. You have 1 minute this time, no more 2 minutes, 1 minute. Please tell us, how can RGU Sports Club, as in sports clubs as a whole, ensure more students are engaging in sports and physical activity? Let me rephrase the question again. How, what are your ideas? Like, how can RGU sport clubs as a whole ensure more, as in that more students are engaging in sports and physical activity? The 1 minute starts now. Thank you.
Yeah, I've always believed in grassroots government. I've always believed in grassroots publicity. Um, if you come from the grassroots, you tend to get um, much more participation. That there's few cadres down there. We have the Nigerian society. We have the country society. We have so many societies you can start from. Not just the RG Sporting Club. You can harness them together to get greater participation. Publicity from the grassroots level is actually the key to participation. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So we would, yeah. So we'll go back to Mohammed Osman. The same question as well. In 1 minute, how can RGU sport clubs as a whole ensure that more students are engaging in sports and physical activity?
Yeah. If you read my manifesto, you will see that I have mentioned that my first objective is to organize a sports fest. I want sports fest to be kind of a festival for each and every RGU student to celebrate, and each and every RGU student, at least once in a year, they should participate in sports. So I have experience in organizing such event because earlier in my bachelor's, I have organized a sports meet of almost 11 different colleges. They came together and we organized 12 different sports as a one event that was almost a 20 days event, and it was on a very grand level. So I think if we promote this kind of event, that would be a very good for even the students to come and be a part of that sports fest. And also I think it would give a good name to the RGU university.
Thank you very much. So Our second question, Joel. In 1 minute, how would you aim to enhance the areas of performance, education, and
Yeah, I'm with
well-being
you.
of okay. Yeah. In 1 minute, how would you aim to enhance the areas of performance,
Can you hear me, please?
education, and well-being? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Joel?
I suppose he's having a
I
network
can't
issue.
really not hear you clearly. I think there's a network glitch
Oh,
there.
so sorry. Can you hear me now? So sorry.
I can't really hear you clearly. I can't hear you. I can hear you now. Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, all right. Thank you. So, in 1 minute, how would you aim to enhance the areas of performance, education, and well-being of RGU sports clubs?
Sorry, can you come again? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. There's a network glitch.
Yeah, can you hear me now? Sorry.
Yes, I can. I can.
Okay.
I can now.
Yeah. How would you aim to enhance the areas of performance, education, and well-being of RGU sports clubs?
Yeah, performance. Yeah. And in sports, we see performance will be enhanced by adequate training. If you want to perform in sports, you have to be well prepared, well trained, and well motivated. You can't do sport without motivation and well being trained. You can like sports, you can want to do sports, you can want to play football. If you're not well trained, you can't perform very well. So even in education, if you're not well prepared for your course or well prepared for your examination, I don't say you performing well enough. So um, in sporting activities, you should be well trained. We should provide adequate training facilities for our players, for our sport members, for our club members, and so on. So I think there's the sports club, the sporting environment should provide good training facilities and a good field, training coaches and everything. With that, I think we are good to go. The union is good to go.
All right. Thank you so much. It looks
Yeah.
like we have lost um, Mohammed at the moment. So we'll just go to the final question for you, Joel. In one
Yeah,
minute, can you please
that's
share
all
with
good.
us? Sorry. Okay, Mohammed is back.
I don't,
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, no problems at all. So, sorry, let me my timer. Okay, yeah. So, Mohammed, your time now. Still the same question. How can
Yeah.
RG sports clubs? Sorry, I'm so sorry. How would you aim, sorry, to enhance the areas of performance, education, and well-being of RGU sports clubs?
Areas of performance, education, and well-being. If you ask me that again, I would say that if you see my manifesto, my second objective is that, to give a physical and mental educational knowledge to all the students, because there are many students who are not aware about the knowledge of sports and physical and mental health. So if we could organize seminars, because I have contacts of very good physical trainers and very good sports personalities. So if I can, I'll help to arrange online seminars, or I can even request them to come. If I have few friends in London who are physical trainers, so we can ask them to come to the university and give good knowledge, and they can take a master class for physical and mental health for the students. In that way, we can educate them, and we can make them what know the importance of what sports is in the life.
Thank you so much. Right on time. So, the final question, please. What, Joel? Yeah. What is your understanding of the partnership agreement, and how does
yes, I'm
this
listening.
link? Can you hear me? You can hear me, right?
Yes, yes, go ahead, please.
Okay. All right. What is your understanding of the partnership agreement, and how does this link with sports and physical activity at RGU?
If I can understand it clearly, the partnership agreement between sport and other activities, right?
Is actually the partnership agreement between the university and the student union to work together to enhance student experience.
Yeah, it's to me, it's from the union I've worked with, I've been opportune to have elected in. I see good communication between university and the union as the number one thing for the union to look at. It is a good communication, good rapport, good friendship, partnership. I see the university approving every policy the union brings up, every plan the union brings up. So I think the union should try as much as possible foster communication, foster good partnership, foster good relationship. So when plans are brought up, when ideas are brought up, the university can be able to buy into it. So, good communication is key. Good relationship is key.
All right, thank you so much. So, Mohammed, same question. What is your understanding of the
Can you hear
partnership
me at all?
agreement? Yeah, I can hear. Yes, I heard you.
Oh my God. Hello.
Yeah. So we'll move now to Mohammed Osman. The same question. What is your
Leila, can you hear
understanding?
me?
Yes, yes. Joel, can hear you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much. So Mohammed Osman, you can hear me, right, Mohammed?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. In 1 minute, what is your understanding of the partnership agreement, and how does this link with sports and physical activity at RGU?
The partnership agreement of RGU union with the university. From my understanding, I could say that RGU union is not a only a union body. It's just RGU union is the whole student body, and such unions are very much necessary in any universities if you consider, because in my college when I was there, we didn't have any clubs, any sports club or any events club. So I took the initiative to organize the club, and so that I can become a voice of the students to the university. So that's a very important thing that and I'm very glad and I'm very fortunate that RGU union is already there in the university. Now with the help of RGU union, if we have such a big sports platform, I could see that I can really help all the students to understand what is the importance of physical
Five
and
seconds.
mental health.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you very much to every one of our vice president sport candidates for answering our
yeah,
questions. So we're done with you now, and we will move to the student trustee
sure,
position.
sure.
Thank you so much for being here.
Okay, thank you so much.
So we will now move on to our student trustee positions, and we are joined by a couple of our candidates for this position. Just as a reminder, please make sure to visit the elections page on the union website, which is rguunion.co.uk/election, to find manifestos and every other details about all of our candidates who are running in this by-election. As also a reminder as well, voting has started on the union's website, rguunion.co.uk, and will continue until 2 p.m. tomorrow, Friday, the 19th of November, when we will be announcing the election results as well. So, picking our candidates based on the alphabetical order of their first names, we actually have contesting for this role Calvin, Confidence, Opeyemi, Sandra, and Susanna. But at the moment, we have just Kelvin and Sandra present. So we will start by giving our candidates 2 minutes each to outline their manifesto and explain to you why you should vote for them. After this introduction, what follows next will be the question and answer session, where each candidate will have 1 minute each to answer their questions. So starting with you, Calvin, in 2 minutes, please outline your manifesto and explain why you believe students should vote for you.
Hello, my name is Calvin Park, and I'm an undergraduate student studying cybersecurity. I worked with RGU Union for 3 years through my various roles as a class rep, student school officer, the Computing Society, and Photography Society. My goals for the position of student trustee are to ensure representation, as I have done in my representation roles, to bring digital skills and innovation to the trustee board, both from the student representation roles and from industry experience in the education sector, and to build on progress gained from my 3 previous RGU Union AGM motions, details of which you can find in my manifesto. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. So, Sandra, you're next. In 2 minutes, please outline your manifesto and explain why you believe students should vote for you.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Sandra Anan, a postgraduate student of Robert Gordon University, studying LLM law and energy law. I'm one of the aspirants of the trustee union, students union trustee, as we all know. So I've had various experiences when it comes to financial management and supervision. And one of my experiences has to do with my previous leadership roles as a junior room member, which enabled me to oversee decisions such as planning students' annual budgets and spending, taking and approving decisions highly sensitive to the Joint Common Room Committee, and has really gone a long way to improve my interactions and organizations, like my interactions and cognizance, sorry, in dealing with students as well. So I'm bent on applying such candor and incisive to this position when it comes to helping students as well. And I have some series of uh, roles that I intend to help students with, which is to ensure transparency and others, which is under my manifesto when you go to the election page, Student Union. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. So we will now go over to the questions for our candidates as well. For everyone watching us, please remember you can drop your questions or comments that you have for any of our candidates, and I will ask them on your behalf. So, Calvin, for our first question, what do you see the role of student union trustee being? You have 1 minute.
Okay. Can you hear me? I would see the
Yes.
role as advising on the trustee board to make decisions from the various committees about the direction and the projects at RGU Union and how it does that to best fulfill the needs of students at the university. And as I've shown through my previous projects, the enhancement through RGU Union for example, the society productivity suite and things like this are all ways in which the RGU Union can be improved and the processes can be improved to help societies and students alike. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. So, Sandra, same question. What do you see the role of students union trustee being? You're on mute. Sorry.
It's taking the students, how do you call it, challenges, and then like helping them or speaking out for them or representing students in general when it comes to challenges they have in a committee or something. Like, I don't know if, sorry, but yeah, like representing students basically.
So, thank you so much. Back to you, Kelvin, for our second question. In 1 minute, what opportunities or challenges do you see currently facing the Students' Union as we return from COVID and work our way back to in person activities? I can take that question again so that what opportunities or challenges do you see that are currently facing the Students' Union as we return from COVID and are trying to work our way back to in person activities? In 1 minute.
Okay, so the challenges I can see or I can envision are the transition back to campus and how a blended learning approach with online teaching and on-campus teaching can be enhanced with a catalyst of IT and student representation to ensure that students are getting the value that they expect and the quality of education that they expect from the university, regardless of whether or not it's blended or going back completely to campus, and building on those lessons learned from remote teaching and learning and adding them into on-campus teaching when that fully resumes.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. So next to Sandra, same question as well. In 1 minute, what opportunities or challenges do you
What was the
see?
question again?
Yeah, can you hear me? Sandra, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's breaking back. I can hear you.
Okay, all right. So the question is, what opportunities or challenges do you see currently facing the Students' Union as we return from COVID and work our way back to in-person activities?
Okay, so I'll start with the challenges. So with the COVID-19, I think there's an uncertainty with students due to the fact that some students are unable to come to campus or are unable to fully participate in other roles due to this COVID-19 because there are restrictions on certain aspects of the university. And yeah, basically. And there are less opportunities as well. So yeah.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. So, final question, Calvin. In 1 minute, how would you use your personal knowledge and experience to help drive the union forward at a strategic level as a member of the trustee board?
Yep. So as a student school officer, I tried to, help class reps and represent students. And on the trustee board, I would be able to direct policy and projects and decisions. As I said in my previous projects, that being able to do that could enhance the way that RGU Union does things. And previously, I've talked about the digital AGM, for example, was in collaboration with RGU Union. I worked to help the union create a digital AGM, and it's skills like these that are quite unique that can bring that great enhancement to ensure that the RGU Union performs the best that it is expected of for its students. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Sandra, same question. In 1 minute, please, how would you use your personal knowledge and experience to help drive the union forward at a strategic level as a member of the trustee board?
Okay, so with the as a member of the trustee board, we have various societies, with the Nigerian societies and others, and my my experience as a junior common room member, which helped me work with various people from different countries as international students. I feel I would reach out to these societies and work hand in hand with them, listen to their cry and others, then put them before the board so as to know how to go about the students' needs and stuff like that.
All right. So thank you very much to every one of our student trustee candidates for answering our questions. We really appreciate your presence today. So we will take a short break now to get our academic council representative candidates on the call. We will be right back.
Hi, Leila. I can't hear you. I don't know if it's coming from my end or from yours. If you can hear me, just okay. I can hear you
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Thank you everybody for we're back, and now we would move to our academic council rep position, and we are joined by one of our candidates for this position. Just as a reminder, please make sure to visit the elections page on the union's website, rguunion.co.uk/election, to find manifestos and every other details about all of our candidates running in this by-election. Voted has also started on the union's website, rguunion.co.uk, and will continue until 2 p.m. tomorrow, 19th November, when we'll be announcing the election results. So, picking our candidates based on the alphabetical order of their first names, contesting for the Academic Council postgraduate representative role, we have Amodu, Chinyere, Irene, Kanika, and Munib. So, but we're joined today by Chinyere. So, we'll start by giving our candidate 2 minutes to outline her manifesto and explain to you why you should vote for her. After this introduction is our Q&A section, and each candidate will have 1 minute each to answer their questions as well. So, Chinyere, pleased to have you here. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you,
In one,
Leila.
and explain to our students why you believe they should vote for you.
Okay, my name is Chinyere Odogu. Thank you, Leila, by the way. Thank you for doing this. My name is Chinyere Odogu, and I'm running for the postgraduate student representative at the RGU Academic Council. I'm in my first year as a postgraduate student, MSc Energy Management, and I'm excited about doing this because for me, is representing a large community of people, a large community of postgraduate students from diverse cultural backgrounds and inclinations who share different experiences and different values. I want to be part of this journey because I want to be able to be part of to be that person that would help in aligning us to a common goals and delivering on values. In the past, I've held several leadership positions and I've led teams to deliver value. So for me, this is being able to approach this position from an angle of understanding what value means to every student and trying to find a common ground to and provide solutions to whatever is our concern. Why you should vote for me is because I believe we all have concerns and ideas that will improve systems and operations, but at times we feel that there are limits to what can be done. So experiences have taught me that even where limit exists, there is always room for adjustment to listen and understand each and every one of us. And I think for the academic council, this is one of the things they also want to be able to do to make sure that everything that happens in the council is aimed at promoting students' welfare and education at large. The rest of my manifesto at the Students' Union website will give you more information about all of the things I plan to do if I become a representative at the Students' Council.
Thank you so much. So we'll now go over to the questions for this section. And for everyone watching us, please remember you can drop any questions you have, any comments you have for our candidates, and I'll do my best to read as an ask them on your behalf. So, Chinyere,
Yeah.
what do you see the role of an academic council representative being?
Okay, for the academic council as a body, I think that one of their major aim is to promote best practice within the university in terms of teaching, learning, assessments, personal development, course development, create equality and diversity among students and learning. So I think this role is kind of bridging the communication and representation between the students and the council. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, next question: what do you think you can bring to the role? Tell us about your experience.
Okay, based on my experiences in the past, I understand that different individuals have different way of expressing themselves. Although the university has we have already existing channels for expressing ourselves, for giving feedback, and for letting the university know what we actually want to be done. I also feel there is need for the university to be able to allow students use different mechanisms of expression, one of which could be anonymously or directly. Also, I feel that there's also need to have a continuous feedback sessions, not just at a particular time or for particular occasions. It should be an open channel where students understand. Students also needs to understand what is available to them. I know there are a lot of available options for students to express themselves through, but students don't even know what these options are. I would like to champion that and make students understand that the university is here for them, and all of their concerns are going to be channeled to the direct committees in the council. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, as the university continues to, as in this will be the final question anyway. So,
Okay.
as the university continues to return from the impacts of COVID, what can be done to successfully balance the need to engage students who are returning to campus, but also to develop online and virtual teaching environments?
Okay, so a lot has happened during the COVID. In as much as it looks like there were difficult times, I believe the COVID also had its good sides. One of which is enabling us to tap into several opportunities that we have. It allowed us understand the power of virtual learning, virtual communication, global acumen. So I believe the university can also continue to harness and develop the virtual learning environment for students. For me, I'm a parent, and I'm sure before the COVID, I should have been able to attend classes physically as much as possible. But with the COVID thing and the university developing and ensuring that students should be able to learn flexibly, I've been able to take my classes from home and manage time between what's my own time and my child's time in school. So I think university should continue to provide this platform and make it more reachable or more easily to reach. I understand some departments use the blackboard, other departments use the modules. I don't know how that works, but I think students should also be aware of their choices in learning and what they can do to make the best use of it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So we've come to the end of the questions for you, and I want to thank you so much for answering our questions as well.
Thank you, Leila, for
So
having me.
thank you. So before we wrap up, just a reminder to everyone watching us, not all our candidates could be here with us today. So make sure that you head over to the union website, rguunion.co.uk, to see all our candidates, their full details, their manifestos, and why they believe you should vote for them. Thank you so much to all our candidates who participated in this question time, and you, our audience, for watching us today as well. Voting in this by-election started at midnight yesterday, Wednesday, the 17th of November, 2021, and it will close tomorrow, Friday, 19th November, 2021 at 2 p.m. Voting is online, and it is all happening at the union website, rogunion.co.uk. So make sure you head over to the website and you vote. You can also view all our candidate details, their manifestos, their campaign information on our website. Please, please, please join us tomorrow for the result announcement at 3 p.m. Tomorrow, Friday, the 19th of November at 3 p.m. We will be streaming live there on our social media as well. So thank you so much for joining us today, and good luck to all of our candidates. Bye.